What you're looking at here is a new discovery. We're very excited by this. This is looking south at our silver sand project in Bolivia. It is very exciting in that we've seen this is mineralization close to surface with wide intercepts and we believe good economics. I have made and will be making some forward-looking statements. We are in Bolivia. They've been mining here for 500 years. We have 5 projects, but silver sand is the primary one. We are 25 kilometers northeast of Cerro Rico in Potosí. Cerro Rico is the longest-running producing silver mine in the world. It's taken 3 billion ounces of silver out of Cerro Rico, and it's fueled the Spanish government's rise in the 1600s. We're 54 kilometers by road, paved road, and 27 by paved. This is an important slide. The blue area here is 100% owned by us, and that's important because if anybody's paying attention these days, there is some political unrest in Bolivia. However, this particular area is privately owned by us, and the only way either this government or any other government could get this from us is to change the mining law. And to do that, they would have to have a majority government, etc. So we feel fairly comfortable, very comfortable, that this will always remain in our hands. The red area is owned by Comibol, that has the mineral rights. They are the state-owned mining agency. When Peter McGaw came on the property, who works as an advisor of ours, he looked at the mineralization on this whole trend and said, we need more land. So we went out and also for competitive reasons, asked them if we could do a deal with this. We have a contract signed on this red area, which gives us 45 years, gives them a 4% NSR essentially, and we have to do $6 million worth of drilling over 5 years. This is the conceptual model of mineralization. So this is called terapaya. This is a red siltstone, mudstone cap that was pervasive across this whole area. It is what stopped, and this is conceptually, this dacite porphyry made contact with this terapaya formation. This is sandstone mudstone or siltstone mudstone. This is bleached altered sandstone. It fractured, and when this feeder system from the porphyry made contact with this siltstone, it dropped out tin and pyrite, and that's a signature for us when we see the drilling. But what it really did was, instead of emplacing things on the structures that run northeast, southwest through our property, actually it runs this way, it flooded the cracked bleached sandstone, and all of our mineralization is in the cracks of that altered sandstone. Drilling program in 2018, we did 55,000 meters on a 1.6 kilometer strike north-south and an 800 meter wide section, and they're all at 45 degrees. On the 2019 program, that's this year, we've got about 27,000 meters left. We're doing 55,000 meters again, but we're doing infill drilling because we're going to do a 43-101 in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter of 2020. We're doing metallurgical drilling as well. This year we released 60 holes on 14,000 meters. And as I said, we'll have a 43-101 out on I'm hoping about 400 holes by December 15th. Again, this is the blue area. Here is 100% owned by us. This is the drill grid, 1.6 by 800 meters wide. The gray holes that you see in here, the older holes, they were done at 50 meter centers. And these blue holes are now infill holes. This is a very important area here, 5250, which I'll show you next. This is called a jewel box area. So these are all being infill drilled at 25 meter centers. We're hoping to take to get some of that inferred into the indicated category. This is a really important area. We are drilling this right now, and we're seeing some really good some good core come out of here, and that'll be included in our next few releases that are coming out. This is the jewel box I was talking about. This is the section 5250. This is the Tarapaya Formation that stopped the fluid mineralization from going further up to surface and made it bleed laterally. So you see some of these numbers. What I've said at the beginning, long intercepts, good grade, close to surface. So Tarapaya is obviously eroded away here, but you've got 185 of 41, 135 of 240, 76 of 383, 181 of 95, 54 of 60, 25 of 136. These are all good grades, good widths, close to surface. It bodes well for good economics. I just showed you, this is that 5250 section runs right through here. So this is open. This is good for an open pit area scenario. So we're looking at pit rather than underground. Lower cost, better economics. This reddish area up here that's much darker, that's Tarapaya. But when you come down here, you see that the sandstone is bleached and altered. It's whiter. That's where the mineralized zones are. So we would be taking this out here. Again, from 2018, here is just more of the same. An analyst told me we were boring in terms of putting out our intercepts because they're all the same. 135 of 240. I can pick any one of these. 172 of 110 at 18 meters below the surface. 65 meters of 181 at 8 meters below the surface. Again, long intercepts, fairly close to surface. From the 2019 drill campaign, that is this year, we've got the same thing, 165 of 204 at 78, 109 of 96 at 51, I can pick anyone, 114 of 76 at 67, 144, 169 at 65. Long intercepts, good grades, close to surface, bodes well for good economics. And as I said, this is the altered sandstone. So it was usually sandstone's red. This has been bleached white and sericitized. We originally thought the fluids would flow into the porous areas of sandstone, which makes sense. But if it's been altered and sericitically altered, the sericite sits in those pores, so it blocks it from taking up mineralization. But when the rock fractured and the porphyry feeder system hit that Tarapaya, it filled these cracks. So this is all silver in all of these cracks, and those are pretty good grades. The good thing about this is it's primary silver. There's nothing else. There's a little bit of lead and zinc, and in the silver space, discoveries like this, don't come along very often. But it's all silver, primary silver discovery. But primarily, the primary mineral is fibrite. There's miagarite, polybasite, boronite, boulangerite, etc. But in the silver space, to have a discovery like this, where it's primary silver, is important. Also, we got good joy in the metallurgy. We did flotation on the sulfides transition to oxides and got 96, 86, and 92% respectively. On the bottle roll cyanidization test on the same types of ore, we got 96, 97, and 97 and 96. We've only done a column leach on the oxides and got an 83% recovery. Non-refractory, nice grind, an easy grind. Now I'm going to bypass this because I've only got a minute and 20 seconds left. That snake hole area, good grades from the grab samples, but the core is starting to look nice. We did a sample on glory hole, on this glory hole and snake hole, 35 meters at 165. Why Bolivia, fastest growing economy, underexplored, 500 years of mining. They're putting together a mining foreign investment package. We've had a look at the draft, and we have four companies working there now. But I can tell you there are other companies coming in behind us because of what we're doing. Share structure, we've got fully diluted $152 million, but we've done 3 financings that have given us $103 million. As an exploration company, that is obviously a great chunk of money for us to work with. Good shareholders. With that cash, we spent $40 million on the project, did 2 rounds of drilling for $14 and I guess $17 million. By next year, in June 2020, we'll still have $30 million left. Silver Corp owns 30%, Pan American owns 17%, Ray Fang wrote a check for $4 million in the beginning, gives him 7%, and we got about $630 million market cap, covered by Roth, Joe Regor, and Ryan. 2 more analysts will come in the next 30 days. Leadership, without leadership, you're done when a project like this. Ray Fang is an entrepreneur. He's got Silver Corp going like a top. He loves this project. He loves to make discoveries. And Austin, McCluskey, Hawkins, all good directors. McGaw's an advisor, and I've been doing this for a long time. Oh, I want to go back and also mention we couldn't have done what we've done in Bolivia without Carolina Ordonez. She is a Bolivian national who lives in Vancouver, but her work on our mining production contract is what has got us over the top, and I want to give her recognition for that. Good management, good project. Thank you.